Hi, I'm Michelle Feeney and I'm the founder of Floral Street Fragrances. I started life here in Covent Garden in the 1980s working in fashion show production and fashion PR. Had an incredible journey of 30 years working, with Bumble and Bumble, Estee Lauder companies for 11 of those years in New York on amazing brands where I learned to be a beauty professional, and I learned about every element of the beauty industry from product development through to marketing. In my 50s I decided to launch Floral Street, and I had the idea, I was in Covent Garden, I looked up at the street sign and thought, wow, wouldn't that be a great name for a fragrance company? I think we're a modern brand, but my whole premise for doing this brand, or one of my own personal inspirations, was this idea of brand new ancient. And it's really bringing through something that is an ancient craft, but modernising it for a modern consumer in a modern world. And our fragrances are modern because we have Jerome Epinay, who is crafting them in a very modern, unusual way and putting some unusual ingredients in there and creating new things. But the art of perfumery and the beauty of perfumery is very pure. And what I wanted to bring was a fine fragrance that was affordable, to unravel fine fragrance for the consumer and say, you too can be part of this. Luxury, new luxury isn't about money or cost, it's about the feeling it gives you personally and what you derive from it. So it was this idea of bringing fine fragrance, which is an art that's been around for thousands of years literally, but to a wider audience. And it's at the heart of the brand is sustainability, and that led to me wanting to design a box myself with a team of designers that could be made from pulp, and it's totally compostable. So I feel very proud about that. And what I knew was, when I started this brand, if I wanted it to be commercially successful for a new consumer, it had to encompass change in the way that fragrance was formulated, sold, and the packaging, particularly how we approach that. So first point of call was Robertet, who are the world leaders in sustainable resources for fragrance. And that has helped us on our journey be totally transparent and totally authentic about what we're doing. So for instance, we can tell you where the sandalwood comes from in electric rhubarb. It's sustainably sourced from Australia. It's not from a country where it's over harvested. The fragrance industry really isn't like any other industry, because if it doesn't evolve and change and become more, in the eyes of the consumer, sustainable, then it can't survive in the way it has been. So I think we all have to change. I think what I've been able to do as a small upstart brand, as I call us, is actually make those changes in a quicker way. I've been inside a huge company where you've got a 3-year, 5-year plan on product. You've acquired lots of things that you have to package things in. For a big company to change, it is actually quite difficult. Whereas I started this with sustainability at the heart of everything that we do. So every new product, every new piece of packaging, everything we do, I have to ask myself the question, am I doing the best I can do with the resources out there to deliver something in a sustainable way? I have been so lucky to have found my way into the beauty industry and now the fragrance industry. And I think every day of the 30 odd years I've been in this industry, I've been able to learn something new. And launching Floral Street in my 50s, I am in a new world again of the consumer, and I would urge people to be involved with our industry. When I was at MAC, I was very lucky to also be part of the MAC AIDS Fund, which has raised millions and millions of pounds and helped social change. And what I'm doing here at Floral Street, I hope, is stimulating some kind of change and some kind of energy in the world.